This is the National Weather Service office here in Gaylord, Michigan, with your morning hazardous weather briefing for Thursday, March 14th of 2013. And here are the hazardous weather highlights for the next several days. We got a couple to discuss. The first of all is we're going to have some accumulating snow that's expected for Friday and mainly Friday night, and that's going to be primarily for northern lower Michigan. Obvious impacts with the snow are the snow-covered and slick roads. Now, a second particular event is going to be this potential late winter storm for the Monday and Tuesday time frame, and that's going to be for both eastern upper and northern lower Michigan. Details and impacts with this particular storm system are highly uncertain, as is the track and intensity of this particular storm. Let's take a look at what's going on currently here, though. We do have a trough of low pressure that's dropping through the Great Lakes region. However, high pressure is focused just out to our west, and that will settle over the region today. In the meantime, looking upstream across South Dakota, there was a weak area of low pressure that was producing some light snows across Minnesota. And yet there's another low pressure that's in southwestern Canada, and this particular low pressure will be following as it works its way into the north central part of the country, and that will be producing some light snows that will move in through the western Great Lakes region, clipping primarily, again, northern lower Michigan as it works its way through the southern Great Lakes and the Ohio River Valley on Saturday. And then finally, this next potential winter storm, which is set for Monday and the Tuesday time frame. Again, the details, track, evolution, intensity of this particular storm are highly uncertain. However, it does appear that there's going to be some low pressure, some relatively stronger low pressure that moves through the western part of the Great Lakes and including northern Michigan. And here is the 3-day precipitation forecast, and this is going to encompass that first low pressure that will spread that accumulating snowfall across northern Michigan. We do see here that the total precipitation has lessened in the latest forecasts that have come out, and also the axis of the main precipitation has shifted a little bit southward. Let's get to the details here. Well, for today, a pretty decent day with that high pressure moving through. We're going to have high temperatures in the upper 20s to the lower half of the 30s, and some pretty decent sunshine out there. We are going to have to battle a little bit of lake clouds that are going to produce some flurries across parts of northern lower Michigan. However, a decent day for most of the day and even into this evening. Now, we do have a cold front that does drop through here late tonight, and as we go into Friday with that first low pressure that's going to be moving through the region, we're going to have some likely snows. And again, that is going to be primarily for northern lower Michigan. And we see down there in the lower left-hand part where we talk about the light to moderate snowfall that is expected, highlighting the main area where we're expecting the better accumulations. But again, the trend with this particular snow is lighter snow amounts and also trending further south with the snow. And then looking ahead for the weekend, we have it fairly cool with high temperatures in the 20s, maybe some lingering snows early Saturday, but a relatively decent weekend, but chilly. And then Monday into Tuesday, we're still watching the storm, and we do see in the other graphic there for Monday that additional snowfall is possible for the northern parts of our area, with maybe a little bit of a mix for parts of the Grand Traverse Bay region and down across the Saginaw Bay region as well. And again, that winter storm, again, the details are uncertain at this point, but we will be watching it, and it will become clearer over the next few days. And that'll wrap up this hazardous weather briefing. Please come back for our next scheduled broadcast at around 5 o'clock this afternoon. Thank you for listening to your National Weather Service here in Gaylord, Michigan.